This video will show you how to set up your planner in ConnectED, our everyday math online component. The first thing that you want to do is make sure that you log into your class link. One of the apps you will find will be the McGraw-Hill Education app. Go ahead and click on that app to access ConnectED. Once you are in, you're going to click on the teacher's manual, which is your top book. Now that I'm in, you're going to notice that it might take you to a lesson that you don't want. Well, that's because you haven't set up your planner yet for this year's class. So here's the first thing you need to do. Up in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to notice that there's a little person. That little person icon you need to click on. What's going to happen is it's going to bring up a bunch of classes. You need to get rid of the classes you no longer need. They're most likely last year's classes. So here's how you do that. I start with my top class and I click on it. Now it still looks the same, but I'm now in that class's planner. My next step is in my upper left-hand corner, I have a little menu key. I want to manage that class, so I'm going to go to Class Management. When I click on that, you're going to notice that your students from a prior school year might pop up. If that's the case, you must remove this class by hitting on the Remove button. Now, do not click on a Remove if it is your current class. That's important. So I'm going to remove this class. It will ask me, am I sure? And I am sure. Now what's going to happen is another class is going to appear. This is a totally different class, even though the names might be the same. Now this teacher, this is still last year's class. So we're going to hit remove again because I don't want last year's class. Now notice the teacher's current class comes up. How do I know that? Because at the top, it also says there is no planner for this class. So the current student enrollment is listed, and I haven't set up a planner yet. So now I'm going to click on New Planner. And I want to go ahead and I want to start it. So I want my start date to be September the 8th. And I want my end date to just be like, the end of July. That way students will have access until the end of July. Then I need to decide where my flex day is going to be. Usually our flex day is a Friday. You could leave it there. Or you can put Wednesday for flex day. Since this year on Wednesday, we have our home remote days. So that's totally up to you where you want to put that. You don't want more than one flex day though. And then I hit next. With your calendar, you can map out some days you know that there's not going to be school. I always map out winter break because I just know when that is every year. You really don't need to. And then at the bottom, I must click Save. My planner is now created. Notice that on September the 8th is lesson 00. And then every day it takes me to a different lesson. Now, because we're not starting lesson 1-1 until September 21st, I'm going to go ahead to my September 8th lesson, click on the cogwheel, and I'm going to extend it. And it moves it one day up. I'm going to extend it again. It moves it again. I'm going to extend it again. And it moves it again. I'm going to extend. I'm going to just keep extending it until lesson 1-1 appears on September 21st. So I'm just extending my lesson 00. There's sometimes you have a beginning of the year lesson that gets extended too, but as long as lesson 1-1 appears on September 21st, I'm really good to go. My students can access ConnectED before then because it's set up to lesson 00, so they can access the games, they can access the e-toolkit, and all that other fun stuff. Up in the top right-hand corner where that little person is again, notice that we got rid of some classes here. Now, every time we log into ConnectED, our planner is going to come up to the right lesson that we have. And here it is. Lesson 00 is in this teacher's planner. So I hope this helps for you to set up your planner in ConnectED, the Everyday Math online component.